It's week 2 of the NFL, and we'll see DJ Moore. It was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown. It's the Buccaneers and the Saints, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a second road game here.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't really do them any favors, but if they can win here...
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Leading them out, the third-year player from Oklahoma by way of Alabama, Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for a Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Hurts throw here into the hands of Moore. The numbers for Moore last week: 8 catches, a touchdown to go along with 124 yards.
And one of the top receiving games in the league in week 1. And they're expecting those types of games from him each and every time out. They're going to need that from him if they want to make a move towards a league title.
Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. Again, he finds Moore. And he gets this one just shy of a 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's Hurts to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time on a catch and run. 39 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. The Bucs and Saints expected to possibly be the two to slug it out for the NFC South title in 2022. The Saints have had the Bucs number pretty much since the arrival of Tom Brady, at least in the regular season. They're 4-0 against Tampa Bay the last 2 seasons in the regular season. But remember, when Tampa won the Super Bowl, they did defeat New Orleans en route to that title. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Alvin Kamara. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 9-play drive. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. Bringing him out is the pride of North Dakota State. Now in his 7th NFL season, Carson Wentz.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 102 yards. On play action, it's Wentz.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think they continue to feed him the ball, continue to establish the running game, so they get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. Right back to Tony. He's got another one. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Saints had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. On 2nd down, Swift. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. This defense for the Buccaneers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the Buccaneers are going to... couple of yards shy of midfield. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Hurts throw complete there to Moore. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the 1st. They run it again with Kamara. Shifts by at the 15. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Escaping the pressure. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Traquan Smith, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Buccaneers go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Right back to Swift again on second down. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Wentz. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Credit that to the former Georgia Bulldog, Azeez Ojulari getting in there to bring him down.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
That's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts. Quick slant here to Smith. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. That's caught by Galladay. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Kenny Galladay, 26 yards. And the Buccaneers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Kenny Galladay. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. At their own 21-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Second and 6. From the 25, here's second and 6. Now Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing on first is Wentz. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make it ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Meanwhile, Wentz's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now Wentz again. Here's Tony on the quick slant. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33. Here's Wentz to throw. And this one is incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Wentz now to throw. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Wins to throw again. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Garrett Wilson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. So a look around the NFL, we'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. And the Saints set to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They can re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
DJ Reader there on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up a run-the-dart ball, pick.
Smash mouth football. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Once again, it's Swift. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw it. Wentz over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Wentz going to throw. Going right back to Wilson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments. That's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
On Wants a screen pass. That's complete. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Swift is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get this score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the 2nd half. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Kamara up the middle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Hurts. Dancing to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. Finding more on the out route for the completion. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Kamara off the draw. Oh, what a move. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's going to be taken. Did they rough the quarterback? Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Kenny Galladay with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bucs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just look
so well where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
From the 29, Wentz.
Wilson.
That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. To throw is Wentz. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Touchdown! O.J. Howard, 44 yards. And the Saints have needed a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown. To a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Back now comes Tampa Bay. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here comes Tony on the return. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz over the middle, complete. That's Wilson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Throwing is Wentz. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. Well, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Wentz to throw. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. picked off by Chris Barnes. And the Bucs have just about ball game. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. A 10th carry for Kamara. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 33. Now the defense will burn their 3rd timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee. Cannons, it's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, that's to be careful not to give out too many.